This video gonna be about Dean Martin turning down JFK inauguration because Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't invited. And you heard about the Rat Pack. Everybody has heard all the way that Frank Sinatra was a stand-up guy. But what about the others? And so Dean Martin's daughter, Dina talked about it. Uh, Her father refused to go to the inauguration for JFK. And Sammy Davis Jr. had a big hand in getting JFK. See, this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand about the power of black entertainers and what you're seeing right now. You saw how Snoop and Nelly, it's always been a contingent that if a black entertainer supports a white candidate and it somehow is like relayed back, some things went over good, some things didn't. As much as I respect and admire James Brown, I'll never understand why he sat there with Richard Nixon, just like Michael Jackson with Ronald and Nancy Reagan and Bush Sr. I mean, Clinton to an extent too. I never, but I understand those were photo ops, but still, especially when him and Jimmy Carter were actually doing real work. But anyway, the point is, especially when they're divisive, especially when they use race against them, when they know they need it to get into place. See, that's the honeymoon romanticism about JFK and the Kennedys. They were all romanticized as being open-minded when they really weren't. And Lyndon B. Johnson actually signed the documentation, even though he really wasn't as open. But that's a whole nother story, another video. But anyway, in the meantime, what's it say about Dean Martin? White Italian man in 1961, before interracial marriages was legalized in America in 67, to stand up for his friend and say, hey, if he ain't going, I'm not going. That's wrong. You don't hear about too much stuff like that, but people put it on the line. Now, some people will say, well, we don't have that kind of thing. Well, we do. We do. We do. We do. Because I haven't heard one white country artist come out and support Beyonce for winning the awards or coming out saying that, hey, Nashville need to get off of this. See, those are the things that you long to hear. And people see right as right and wrong as wrong. But people done gone backwards. They done gone cave-ish. And that's a thing. But to see that Dean Martin turned down JFK's inauguration because his buddy was not going to be invited because he married a white woman, Swedish white woman, etc. No matter where you from, for that to be, and I tell people all the time, it's only 64 years ago. They ain't like this is ancient. Don't act like that's ancient. It's a whole generation who grew up on the 60s music and were around, saw and heard stuff, and they know it was wrong, but people sit there and act like they don't hear and see nothing unless it benefits them, and then they turn around and do a flip on it. But anyway, that says a lot about Dean Martin's character, and he was always like the dude that was talented, did the movies, did the same thing. Sinatra was obviously the ringleader, and Sammy was all around entertaining, and Dean was bad too. But to show character like this, hey, they were really about stand up dudes. That's what you want. How many people can you say that will vouch for you and say, hey, if they don't go, we don't go? I mean, that says a lot right there. But let me know what you think about that. That says a lot. Dean Martin refused to go to JFK's inauguration because he turned down Sammy Davis Jr. You will always remember character. Always put some respect by Dean Martin's name. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership, because when you do, requests come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And think about it. It wasn't that long ago. So if you can turn down someone that's supposedly to be all liberal-minded, RFK Jr. got a lot to explain about his old uncle. If you can turn down someone that's so-called liberal, what can you do about someone that's on the opposite end? You have a voice, you have a movement. It makes no difference where you come but your background. But if you got a backbone, not your background, but your backbone, speaks volumes. I'm out.